Hi, it's Christmas Eve, and I'm out here hiking down to a site for a couple hours for you guys. Do a little testing on the new Manticore. Taking it into a site where me and Ron Swenson, my buddy Ron, did a TV show here on CBS Sunday Morning. Here's a little clip of that. Should be good to go.
Good to go. Can we loop around this tree?
Sure.
We'll kind of watch for snakes by these rocks.
Yeah, well.
It's a sunny Saturday in the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas near Sacramento, California.
Something trying to hide right there.
And Ron Swenson and Mark Dayton are on the hunt.
Dude,
Yeah.
we always find a shovel.
You got a shovel?
Back in the 1800s, this was gold rush country, drawing thousands of dreamers, a few of whom even managed to strike it rich.
Okay, so as you can see, we had a film crew out with us and had a lot of fun that day and did a little digging around this rock wall here and down by this foundation where I'm walking. And, you know, we've been back in here probably at least 10 times since then and beat this thing up pretty good with the Deus 2. I got my buddy in here with his White's MXT Pro. He found a few nice things in here. Of course, the CTX was in here for most of those hunts with me. And 800 in here, the Equinox 800. Had the Vanquish down here. Had the AT Pro down here. You know, a bunch of different machines. And seems like every time we come, there's always a little something here. But I'll tell you what, some of the stuff that was found here is incredible. There was a seated half found right down here. A couple 1850s gold rush buckles found down here. This road that I'm walking on right now is absolutely loaded with square nails, and so is each side of the road. And on a sunny day like today, if you walk down this road and just look in the ground in the mud, you can see literally square nails everywhere. They're just right on top. Here's one right here, as you can see. And if you had a magnet, you could walk this road and they would just jump all over your magnet right off the road. So anyway, we're gonna put this thing to the test today in the iron and check some of these spots down here that have never been swung over with a Manticore, but every other machine's been here. So let's get after it and check back in if we get anything. And it's a beautiful day, if nothing else. At least we get to enjoy a beautiful day, Christmas Eve. So, all right, guys. Okay, gonna start off today in, we'll do a couple of different modes today, 3 different modes. But I'm gonna start off in all-terrain high conductors today and gonna be running the audio theme of enhanced. I got my Ferris limits at 12 and 4. And I do have the iron audio on so I can hear it, the Ferris volume anyway. Running all tones, like I said, enhanced theme and multi-IQ. So let's go ahead and start with that situation, and then we'll go ahead and try a fast mode in a little bit, and even I want to try a high trash too. So we'll run 3 different modes today in here and mess around a little bit and see how it goes. I'm hoping to come across some nails, deep nails, just so I can kind of show something that I figured out on this to you guys. There might be a clue here that'll help us for a while until we get an update on this thing. And then we'll also talk about sizing, pinpointing in this video. It's some clips from a hunt a couple days ago I'm going to throw into this video and talk about sizing, pinpointing, and how I wish that we had that on this thing, and I'm hoping for that update as well. Anyway, all right, let's get started and check back here pretty quick. All right, so you know, this is the signal I've been kind of waiting for today. This is exactly what I want to show you guys. So we're right next to the foundation here, and like I said, there was a seated half found right there, right on the corner. So listen to the signal real quick. If you get right on it, it's pretty stable number, 72 to 74. We turn on it, 75, 78. But what I want you to really pay attention to, it's hard to do this through the camera, but here in person, it's not hard for me. What it is the sound is coming after I swing over this exact spot right here. So if I make an X, I'll tell you what, let's do that. I'm gonna make a little hole right here so you guys can see. That's the hole right there where the signal is, okay? Tell you what, I'll even put this Buckeye seed right there. All right, now let's listen to it again. Do you hear how that signal is delayed getting to the speaker? It's not a bang, 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 bang. It's got a, when I go over, it's hitting on the edges. It's got a weird delay to it. It's quite significant if you really listen to it. And if you ever got a chance to test a coin or something, you know, a high conductor next to a deep nail, you would notice that there is a delay. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's quite a bit of a delay of that signal getting to the headphones or to the speaker. Every time I hear something good like this that has that delay, it's my personal opinion and my experience that that's going to be a nail. So it sounds good, looks good. Let's dig it up and see if I'm right. Let's see if this theory holds. But so for now, until we get some kind of an update on this machine, if we can all learn from this dig right here to really listen for that delay, we may be able to get the most out of this machine until we get that update. So let's see if we get a nail down here, like I think we do, or an piece of iron, but not something desirable. I think it's going to be a nail or iron because of that delay. Well, there's definitely something over here, but let me check my hole. Oh, here we go. So there's a piece of iron right there, and I'm telling you right now, I learned this from the CTX. So this is where I learned this, is that in the CTX you get delay on iron, and over, you know, what has it been, 10 years now since I've had the CTX. I bought it the day it came out. I have many, countless thousands of hours on it, and I learned that the iron gives you delay. Had that been a coin, it would be like bang, 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 and not a bang, 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 bang. So that delay right there just told me that this was iron. Let's go ahead and see what this other signal is down here just to make sure. It's right on the wall over here. I'm gonna put this in my pouch for trash. Get that out of here. Whatever is still down there, and there it is. Look at that. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm onto something here. This has happened to me with the Manticore probably 30 or 40 times now. The delay is what you want to listen for. Now, I hope that I get a good signal here today that I can show you the difference between the delay you get on this and what you would hear with a coin or, you know, a nice high conductor, which is an instantaneous sound right to your ears. Again, to illustrate this, let's say that this rock, or no, this buckeye seed is the item, and we're detecting over it. So a coin is going to go right on the coin, whereas a nail or iron is going to go over here, over here, over here. So what's going on? Look at the delay. It's never hitting on the thing in the center. It's kind of making the sounds off to the sides. Iron every time on the Manticore. All right, guys, let's go on to the next target and see if we can find that nice, sweet, quick high conductor so I can show you the comparison. Check back in a minute. Yeah, I know some of you like watching my videos just for the adventure and the sights that I get to see. Let me walk up here, take a look at this old foundation for you. How incredible is this? 1850s all the way, early gold rush here. All hand stacked, and they did a beautiful job in there. Look at the finish of that wall. Nice and straight. Somebody really paid attention to detail to get that to look so nice down there. Some of them were very crude. So whoever this person was really liked the clean look and spent a lot of extra time getting it to look like that. All right, got a signal down here. It's a 70, 72, 74, 8 inches down. And how do I know that? Every one of these segments over here is 2 inches, and we got 4 segments showing. Good numbers though, and look at the screen. But there's a delay, a very significant delay that I can feel with my hand, with the vibration on the hand, and I can hear it. There's a delay. Turn on it. Wow, listen to this. It just looks and sounds great. But let's go ahead and dig it and see what it is with that delay down there. It's got me a little concerned. All right, get after it. Check back. There's a lot of duff here. Wow, super deep. I mean, to get to just the dirt is 6 inches down. So just to get to the soil from underneath all this detritus and leaf litter. So I'm finally at the soil now, and I'm down at least 5 inches. So the item itself was probably only 3 inches deep in the soil. Sure enough, it's right here. It's pinpointing pretty small too. It's really small pinpoint. So let's get down there and pop this out. I should be right on it right now. Should be in this shovelful right here, whatever it is. Yep, it's in there. Let's see if I was right. Oh yeah, look at that. So again, point proven. There's the square nail. Sounded good, and nothing else down there. We'll recheck the hole, but that was it. Again, that's 2 good examples to show you about that delay. You got to really listen, and again, I hope I can find one that doesn't have the delay and dig something good so I can show you the difference. But critical listening is the key until we get an update of some kind. All right. All right, I got a quiet little signal down here, and quiet means deep in this mode that I'm in, the enhanced audio theme. Quiet means deep. So you can hear depth because it gets quiet. It's not much going on down near the center line. I got stuff painting right at the top of the bottom gray bar and a little bit up in the top gray bar, but just catching enough of that bottom to come through. 22, 23, up into 30, low 30s. Mid 20s, super deep, 8 inches. Gonna dig it, see what it is. That's probably around like the US nickel range as far as the numbers go. Something like you would get on your CTX or your Equinox, like in the 15 range or something down there. So it's a low conductor. All right, get down there with the pinpointer. Man, look at the soil, black soil here. It's like coffee grounds, almost like Indian midden dirt. And it very well could be, but there was a beautiful structure right here. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a house right here. So we're right on the edge of the house. Who knows what happened over here to make the soil black, but something. Still down there. Whoa, why is this so deep? Holy cow. Guys, I'm down over a foot already, and it's still banging down there. This is crazy. Here it is. It's brass. I don't know if you can see the green on that, but it's brass. And that's what it was. I'm gonna recheck the hole and make sure that's what it was, but it's a piece of thin brass right here. All right, let me recheck it and make sure, but man, that thing was down there, I don't know, over a foot. So, but I do know that in my test garden, this machine will hit an US nickel. I got a buffalo nickel in there at 12 inches, no problem. Bangs the nickel at 12 inches. And I don't have the best soil in my test garden, by the way. Out here in California, in the gold country, some of the soil is pretty heavily stained red, and that means iron. So yeah, that's what it was, that piece of brass. So, okay, see you in a bit. There's a mid conductor laying down here. 3940. Let's turn on it. Same thing. 2D graph looks a little crazy from this side, but there we go. Let's check it out. So again, you just take the number that you're looking at. So if it's a 40, what's half of that? 20. So 20 would have been what this was on the 800, the Equinox 800 and the CTX. So if you're coming from the Minelab world anyway to make those comparisons, in other words, if you're trying to upgrade from something you already had, Minelab, to the new Manticore, that's how you convert the numbers quickly. Boy, I'm loving this nice soft soil. So easy to dig, and more importantly, you're not going to mess anything up. Shotgun shell. Yeah, you're not going to, as long as you're using your hands in this soft soil, you're not going to scratch anything or bend anything or break anything, because you could just use your hands and be very careful. Sight like this, 1850s, you better be careful. You could really do some damage to a priceless item. All right, let's get the headphones back on. All right, I'm gonna switch modes here. Let's go into the fast mode. Right here, all terrain fast. And let's take a look at what we got going on here for audio. Enhanced and all tones, multi-IQ, so cool. All right, let's try this mode out a little bit, see how it does. You know, I just turned the fast mode on. I wanted to stop and just take a second to tell you, a person like me who is a real critical listener, I can hear already the difference in the speed of the audio getting to my headphones on just the breaks in the threshold. So the threshold, when it breaks, it's telling me that there's iron and it's breaking the threshold, and I can hear just an instantaneous break and then a recovery, where you don't hear that in the other mode that I was just in, which was the high conductor. So in this mode, in the fast mode, you can hear that processor just cranked up to speed, all speed. So it's looking at the priority of speed over the priority of depth, and speed means separation. So you can hear it in the headphones how fast it's running. And keep in mind also that in the high conductor mode, what's really going on there? Well, probably it's putting a lot of emphasis in the lower frequencies, which are always typically good for deep silver and deep high conductors, is the lower frequencies. So there could be some higher frequencies going on here as part of this algorithm. We'll never know, but that's my suspicion. But anyway, let's get after it with the fast mode and see what we can do. Hey, I'm in the fast program. I decided to make a couple edits on the Ferris limits. I'm going to turn this one up to 12, and I'm going to turn, let's see, this one up to 4. There we go. So 12 and 4. Let's try that. All right, got a signal right here. 45, 46, way down low. I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but so in the Ferris line, it's really low. Turn, good numbers, pretty quick response. Let's get down there and see what it is. Not very deep either, I don't think. Yep, it's just right here. Let me fix my camera for you guys. There we go. Oops, I already got it out. It was right on top, literally. Oh, hey now. Oh, Calabash should be PO'd right now. That bottle cap sounded pretty good. Man, that is wrong. That's wrong. All right, I don't know what to say about that, but I'm gonna dig that signal every time, and that's a bottle cap. All right. All right, here's a signal we might learn something from. So, double bleep this way. 33, 32. Double bleep, turn sideways. No double bleep. Pretty good numbers. Let's see what that double bleep is. I've dug rings and parks that make that same kind of sound. So, try to figure out why we got a double bleep going on. Here it is. So you can recognize that's a, let me get in the light for you here. It's an old pocket knife. Bone handle. Nope. That's pretty cool. That's older, boy. It's got some age to it. I mean, an 1850s gold rush buckle was found literally 10 feet behind me one time here, so neat. It came apart and kind of disintegrated, but an old pocket knife giving us that double beep. Maybe because, you know, it was looking at it this way. Totally understandable. All right, let's keep going. Hey, we're gonna do something kind of fun right now. Gonna swing in the iron here with the fast mode on, and you're gonna hear just the detector audio. You're not gonna hear me talking, so you get to enjoy exactly what I'm hearing in my headphones. And it's pretty trashy. This area that I'm in right here, the old timers were living right down this little knoll, and there's a lot of square nails. We're in that fast mode. We just dug that pocket knife and we heard the double beep on there. It's probably because we were in the fast mode, and the fast mode was able to hear both pieces of metal that quick and give you that double in one direction. So that totally makes sense to me. Anyway, enjoy this. This is true audio right from the machine to you. I won't talk. I'll let you just listen for a little bit. All right, I'm gonna switch over to the GoPro audio here for a second and mute the detector so you can be with me while I dig this. It was a, as you saw, a 20 low conductor right on it. Let me fix this camera view for you. There we go. So I'm right on it right here. I'm underneath all the loose stuff. I'm on the dirt and it's not very deep. Let's see what this 20 was. In my hand, piece of aluminum foil. I don't think that's from the old timers. All right, keep moving. I'll get you back over to your detector audio right now, and I won't talk. All right, recheck this. Yep. All right, guys, back to detector audio right now. It's getting kind of quiet down here. I'll tell you what, let me switch back to my regular mode here and shut off your audio for a second down there on the machine. I'm gonna do this again up in the iron, but let me shut this off for now and we'll check back in with you when I get up in the iron. Okay, running in fast mode with enhanced audio, so this signal sounds pretty quiet because it's deep. Look at the depth gauge. Maxed out. Way down there. Sensitivity at 22. Just for fun, I'm going to turn the sensitivity up. You can see on the graph down there, it's just above that box. I'm going to turn the sensitivity up and see what happens here. See if that signal gets any better. So it's somewhere in that area right there. Here we go. Let's try 25. Yeah, not much better. Let's go up to 28. I don't know, guys. I don't think it's much better as far as anything. Let's go up to 30. We're in the danger zone now. And still doesn't sound much better to me at all. I'm gonna go all the way up to Crazy Town. Yeah. So don't you agree that even all the way down at 22, yeah, there is a difference. There's a bit of a difference now. I wish I could run this machine at 25, 30, 35, but you can't. It's just crazy and unruly. Let's dig this super deep, low conductor. See what we got going on here. Way down there. Or super, super small and looks and sounds deep because it's small. That's a Minelab thing too. So that's a real Minelab thing. So the small stuff sounds deep, but it's not. It's just because it's small. It's mostly a high conductor thing, phenomenon. Whoa, look at that dirt. Man, what is that? You know what that is? Native American midden dirt. Native Americans were living right on this mound right here that I'm on right now. That is just coffee ground black Native American midden dirt. And they were living right here where I'm at. And right behind me is a creek. I'll show you that in a second, but they're right on the bank of the creek here, living right here. All right, let's see if we can find this thing. Interesting, nothing on the pinpointer here. Oh wait, okay. So maybe it is small, it's out. It's right here. Might just be something really small. Okay, it's in my hand. There it is right there. What is that? Is that 22 casing? Yeah, I think it's a fired 22. Yeah, sure is. It's small, it sounded deep. It was not deep. It was only a few inches down. So it wasn't no 8 to 10 to 12 inches down like the graph showed for a second there. But anyway, yeah, this is, whenever you see that dark black dirt like that and you're living in an area where there was Native Americans, it's highly likely that that's what you're looking at. And like I said, you can see that creek is right here. They were living right on the bank of this creek, right on this mound. Beautiful place to live. So, all right, let's keep checking around here. I finally got a pretty good signal here to show you. It's going to be a high conductor, but listen to the instantaneous audio. Boom, 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 boom. You can hear and feel that it's just instantaneous. It has no delay whatsoever. I mean, it's a nice, tight, just quick response. Pretty deep. Give me some high numbers, way up in the, I don't know, 70s and crossing up to the 90s. So hard to say, but we got to dig it though, because it's got that instant feel to it. Turn 90 on it. It's like a 90, 88, 90, 92. With that boom, 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 just right to your hand, right to your ears. Not going to be ironed, in my opinion. I'm going to be willing to bet that that's not iron. Look at the graph. It's got a kind of a weird shape on the graph. It's probably a relic. It's going to be something high conductor, I'll tell you that. Let's go ahead and dig it and see where it is. All right. See if we can pinpoint it at all. If it's bigger, it should pinpoint, but it looked like it's pretty deep, so Okay, so if it's not pinpoint right now, it's probably not big. So that's good too, for it being something small. Let me fix this for you a little bit. Let's get down on it a little bit and see if we can find it. All right. Okay, it's over here. Still down there. In my hand. Oh, it's a coin. It is a coin. It is a, oh, it's just a regular dime, Clad dime. I think it's Clad. Man, I can't see that. Yeah, it's Clad. Clad dime though, but hey, it's a dime. It proves my point, you know, that you got no delay with that, and it's a high conductor. I'm telling you guys, there's something to this theory here. Like I said, this is nothing new to me. It's not going to be nothing new to Ron Swenson out there and my buddy that we did all those videos with, and the guys that swing the CTXs, Kevin Hunt. We know this phenomenon with the CTX 3030, and you know, a lot of the concept of this machine, including the 2D graph, is borrowed from the 3030. So it probably just brought this right over from the 3030, this issue. And as long as you know that how to hear that, you're going to have a better guess on what to dig and what not to dig. And I hope it helps you in some way, but I'm glad that I found that coin, and I hope I find another one too. But I'm glad that I found at least one coin today to show you what's going on with that. We'll keep looking around here. I'm also going to switch over to the high trash mode when we get up around the foundation again, let you hear that. That's what it was. Clad dime. All right, guys, check back. Okay, there's the old house foundation up there. We'll walk up there and show you that before we leave. And then right down here is the other foundation I showed you earlier. Found a lot of good stuff down by that tree right there, a little tree. And the tree I'm under right now is about a 100-year-old tree. So most of these trees in here are young. None of these trees you're looking at right here, except for two, are old enough to date back to the gold rush. These are all 40 to 100-year-old trees in here. So pretty, you know, hey, look, 50 or 60 years or 80 years of leaves and branches falling down makes for a really thick mat to detect through right here. So as you get away from the trees, you start to hear a lot more stuff. But what I want to do is I want to switch over to the high trash mode in a minute. But before we do that, I'm going to go back to Detector audio and let you listen to the fast program in the real heavy iron over here by this foundation. So you're going to hear Detector audio only, no commentary from me whatsoever. So you'll have a minute or two of just straight audio from the machine. So let me set that up for you real quick and we'll check back in a minute. All right, switch over to the GoPro audio here for a second and mute the detector channel. Let's see what we got here. Kind of an iffy signal, but we're close to the foundation here. I gotta dig it. Just never know. No, pinpointer's right on it. Let's get down there and pop it out. Still down there. Right next to a big old rock here. Still down there. Apologize for the camera angle, guys. This is horrible camera angle for you, I know. I would be very annoyed. Okay, right over here on the edge. Still down there. That iffy signal coming up. What was it? Probably in my hand. Nope. Still down there. Oh, there's something trying to come out, I think. Yep, there it is. Oh, wow. Look at that. How cool is that? Man, that's neat. Wow, all hand forged. Just awesome relic. I love stuff like this. This old purposeful made iron kind of stuff. Oh man, that's awesome. That will go in my collection of weird iron for sure. Well, I'm glad I dug that. It was an iffy signal, but what a neat relic. Cool. All right, we'll recheck the hole and switch back to your detector audio. But that's probably what we were hearing there. Glad I dug it. Found some really neat stuff like this all around this foundation the first day we were here. So just add another one to the collection here. Okay, switching back to detector audio for you right now. All right, only got about another 20 minutes of this trip left, so I'm gonna switch over and finish off the trip here with a few minutes of a different mode for you. And you know, several people told me, well, a couple anyway, that they like this high trash reject, and including a Minelab rep who had this machine for a couple months out testing it, and that was their favorite mode. Even in the iron, talked to a couple other guys and other YouTubers that have the Manticore already, and they mentioned this mode. So I really haven't spent much time in it, to be honest with you, to test it, but let's go up here and put it on regular normal mode, audio theme. Let you guys listen to this, and we'll just switch to the detector now. You won't hear me talking, and all right, here we go. Detector audio only. All right, switch it over to the camera audio. Wow, what a signal, huh? Just bang, 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 bang. I mean, wow. I guarantee you, without any hesitation saying this at all, I guarantee you no less than 10 different machines and 4 or 5 different guys have been right over this spot many times, and we never heard this before. So, but right now I hear it and I'm like, wow, how we missed this. So I'm a little excited about that. And you know, I'm not real quick to throw comments out like that. I guarantee you I've hit this spot really hard before. So pinpointing right here, and this mode and this machine nailed this. So I'm rooting for this to be something good. I'm rooting for it. So come on now. Give me something good. Oh, there we go. Okay. That is a conductive piece of brass. A little piece of horse tack there. It was about, oh, there's a little more something down there. Something else down there. It was about 2.5, 3 inches down, but we missed that one before. So this time we got it though. That was impressive. Anyway, just little pieces of iron. Pinpointer's going crazy in here. I'll recheck the hole, but I guarantee you that's what we were just heard right there. So, hey man, chalk one up for being able to come in here in the high trash mode and pull this baby out. And we'll go back to the detector audio. Another couple minutes of doing this, and got to get home and make cioppino for the Christmas Eve dinner tonight. So I got the family waiting for me, and got all that killer fresh seafood waiting for me. All right, guys, switching back to detector audio right now. I got a signal down here. Kind of a wacky trace on there. It's down on the line though, around the midline. Numbers aren't varying much, so that's good, but it's not perfectly round like you would think a coin would be if it was just laying there, you know, flat. I mean, a coin on its side is going to give you a weird tracing for sure, but anyway, let's get down and see what this is, and kind of away from the train station now a little bit. So that tracing that looked so good on the screen was this giant beer. It sounded good and gave good solid numbers. It's this big old can right here, which is one of the reasons why I'm really hoping that Minelab will do an update in this machine where we can get sizing pinpointing, so that we can pinpoint and look at the size of a target before we dig it. That's something I use a lot on my CTX, just day to day, dig to dig. I look at sizing, and sometimes, well, on the CTX I would have absolutely knew that was a can. Okay, that's it for the video today. Got to head out. Like I said, it's Christmas Eve and got some cooking to do. 3 things I wanted to accomplish today. We kind of went through all 3 of them and had a couple good examples of the nail delay compared to the dime that we found. And we also switched through some different modes and let you listen to them with Detector audio only, so you get to hear what this thing really sounds like in the headphones, but it's not quite the same that what you're hearing compared to the headphones. The headphones are even better, and I talked about that in one of my other videos before. The stereo image in these headphones, especially in my favorite mode, is incredible, and what you're hearing is just so rich and 3D and deep, and I'm super impressed with the audio on this machine. But anyway, we're going to head out and probably just going to shut the machine off and walk out in the effort of getting home in time. But hey, thanks for hanging out today. And as always, please ask questions down below, and any certain thing you want me to check on the machine, hit me up down below and I'll do what I can to answer your question and make a video on something that you want to see. I hope that over the next few days, as I get more chances to get out with this thing, that I can show you some examples of why I'm so impressed by it. I come from the CTX, which is the king of the block right now for the Minelab, in my opinion. And it's going to be hard to take the CTX out of my hand, but this thing's trying. So, okay. And I will check back in before the New Year's, and we'll do a few more videos before the New Year's, but catch up later and take care.